There's a very significant speed difference. It's probably insane.
Hi guys, so it's the end of day one at Combe. We've actually been here since Thursday because we had practice the other day.
Yeah, so it's day 3 for us.
Yeah.
This is Saturday now.
Yeah. Today's gone alright. Mixed weather, so practice this morning was soaking wet.
Wetter than any day it was on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Well, any time on Thursday, so very wet.
Yeah, but there was, like, I've been out on the track on Thursday already, so I wasn't really, just went out for some time basically, seat time. Wasn't really pushing it in practice, there was no point, so just got some laps in. And then qualifying, it went alright.
Yeah.
We were back, so practice we went out on the Jerezas, the tyres we were out on Thursday. And then qualifying went out on the actual championship tyres, which are the Toyo, was it triple R8?
R8R.
Yeah, something like that. So went out on them, and wow, the difference between the Jerezas and them is very noticeable. Obviously the Jerezas are more like a race tyre, they're like a more fast road tyre. Yeah, and also the tyre pressures were a bit off because I was getting a lot of understeer in certain corners. So came back in, checked the pressures obviously in Park Fermi, and yeah, the pressures were too high. So I managed to adjust that for race 1. We didn't know if race 1 was actually going to run because there was quite a few bad accidents before that, and typical, we were the last race of the day. So we had some yellow flag zones around some of the, I don't know what the corners are called.
Quali, from Quali to turn 4 or 5, basically Quali to the chicane.
Yeah, basically they couldn't properly fix the barriers, so we weren't allowed to overtake between those zones. So yeah, started race, so we got 2 green flag laps and then we started the race. I unfortunately did not get a good start. I was spinning off the line in first and second.
Second ball goes up. 1, 2, 3, 4 lights. The 5th light goes on, and it's a longer hold. Off go the lights and off go the field. And it's a good start for everybody. One of the best is further back. The number 58 car, Matthew Dillard, great with the illuminate yellow clutch.
Just go. So yeah, my start wasn't the best. Trying to keep up with the cars in front of me, and yeah, it was alright. It was just kind of going round, and I think unfortunately the Garmin didn't work, so there is footage but there's no timing on it, which is really annoying. So I had no idea if I'd beat my time from the morning or not. I felt like I was quicker because I'm always quicker when I'm like out in the pack with other cars, but I had no idea. at the end of the race the rain came on, and it actually came on quite heavy at certain parts of the track, which was really odd.
Yeah, from where I was standing, so I didn't stand in the pit lane, I stood up on the hill, and from where I was standing it was still bone dry, but Emma came round the last corner, coming down the main straight with the wipers on, and I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
like round the back.
It must be raining like
yeah,
outside the circuit.
It started to like drizzle, and then it suddenly got really heavy, and you could see the spray from all the cars in front of us. So obviously everybody slowed down a bit because of the rain, and I personally hate driving in the rain. When I'm out racing anyway, so yeah, everybody slowed down, but I still got back to the time that I managed to get on the better tyres on Thursday, so I'm happy enough with that. But there's definitely an improvement in the car, unfortunately, like I say, because the Garmin didn't work. So one of the things that the Garmin does, it shows you your optimal lap, which is kind of like pieces together, it's all stuff that you've done, so it pieces together the best parts of all your laps that you've done in that session. And I knew there was more time in the car because my optimal was a second quicker on both the practice and the qualifying, but it didn't record properly for the race. So I presume it will be higher because, like I say, I got my time again and it's a better time, but we don't know, so it's a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. So tomorrow we have race 2 and 3. The weather is supposed to be better, fingers crossed, because it's been really windy and wet today.
Yeah.
Well,
it's supposed to be sunny and dry.
Yeah, it's been quite
tomorrow.
Mixed today, so hopefully it's better
Today's
tomorrow.
been really windy.
Yeah, we've been struggling to keep the gazebo down, but everyone else is the same. Lots of people's have been kind of blowing over, so
yeah.
Everything that's heavy has been attached to the gazebo essentially, and now the car is attached to it, so it's fine.
Yeah, and hopefully tomorrow we had a couple of issues today with the car. The exhaust keeps on losing bolts
in different places, so Stephen fixes one and then it loses somewhere up one a different place.
So every time it's been coming in sounding horrendous.
Yeah.
With a massive exhaust blow, and it's like, oh, that flange is missing a bolt, so I put a bolt in, sounds fine again, and then Emma goes back out and then it loses another bolt somewhere. So
yeah, and for some reason, like I say, it's been very windy today, but even on Thursday it wasn't as windy. The passenger's window keeps popping open. I don't know why. We've duct taped it in and it's still doing it. And it just seems it does it at the same place on the track every time. So it must be like the wind is catching it at a certain point or something. It's annoying, but it's not going to fly off because it's attached with like lots of bits of metal.
oh yeah, it's attached. It's just slightly annoying. The fact that it never did it at Brands Hatch, but then at Brands Hatch I think you only hit 106 miles an hour.
Oh, so we're maybe getting a higher speed here.
Yeah. Today the highest you got was 119.
Okay.
So.
Well, we that was on Quali. We don't know what we got in race 1 because the Garmin didn't record.
Might have been higher in race 1.
Yeah. Anyway, that's enough waffle for today, and I'm sure there'll be more tomorrow. So we'll see how we do then.
Bye.
Bye.